Well, hello. Welcome back. How's everyone doing? Thank you so much for being engaging last week. I saw all your comments. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for your feedback on the speed of the video. Yes, I do acknowledge that that video was too fast because I wanted to not bore you with a long video. But knowing that some of you appreciated my video, I promise I won't do that. I wouldn't have to speed up my video going forward. So last week the last discussion was about goals, celebrating um big wins, small wins, and not feeling beating yourself up about goals that you haven't been able to accomplish yet. And I promised that I would make a video to talk about how we can set goals that are achievable. So, what the first thing that I would like to tell you, if you have a goal that you set for this year 2025, or maybe in the past years of your life that are yet to be accomplished, please do not discard those goals. They are still very important because whatever dream you have, whatever you set your mind to do, is very much achievable. I don't care how big it is. Like, in fact, I would say when you're even setting goals, please don't even set small goals for yourself. You want to become a millionaire, billionaire, you want to start up your own business, whatever it is possible. But the whole thing about, you know, not accomplishing them in the time that you set for yourself might just be that the time you set is not realistic, or um you haven't really followed the right steps to accomplish these goals. When you have a dream without a plan, it's like a car without a gas. Can it run? It cannot run, right? So if you have a dream in your heart, you have to have a plan. And also, you have to be realistic. If you want to climb a mountain, can you just get to the top most of the mountain by just one jump? It's not possible. It's a step after step, one step at a time. You have to take it easy on yourself, right? Um, you have to also know where you're going. So, talking today, I'm going to tell you how to set goals. But first thing I would like to say is, what dreams do you have in your mind? What is the goal you have? You have to know exactly what it is that you want to achieve. Is, for example, if somebody is going to, if somebody hires a taxi and tells a taxi to take me anywhere, where would the taxi be taking you? Anywhere. Is it going to, would it be taking you to a particular destination? No, it will just be taking you everywhere. If you don't know where you're going, if you don't have a destination, you'll just be going everywhere, anywhere. And that's not where you're going. So today, I'd like to encourage you. What do you want to achieve before this year comes to an end? What do you want to achieve in the coming year? You want to lose weight? You want to go to college? You want to start your own business? Don't write it like you used to write it. Some people make mistakes about their goal, planning their goals this way. Like, you just write it down somewhere in your goal, maybe some goals board where you just like mission board where you write your stuff. You write something like, I will become a millionaire in 2025. I will start my business. I will I will lose weight. This is very, very unrealistic. So you have to set smart goals. When I say smart goals, smart is be specific. Let your goals be measurable. Let your goals be achievable. Let your goals be relevant, and let your goals be time bound. You have to break them down into tiny bits. I'll use this illustration for an example. So, say you want to lose weight. Don't write something like, I'll lose weight this year, 2025. I'll maintain a healthy lifestyle. if you want to set a realistic goal to lose weight, your goal plan should be this way. I'm going to be losing 10 pounds in 6 weeks, for example, and every week I'm going to be exercising 4 times. And on Sunday, I will check my weight to know where I am, what my weight is, and I will drink enough water every day. Say I'm going to drink 4 liters of water in a day or in a week. You have to have a target, right? You can even use your reminders, you know, your checklist, like have a reminder where you itemize all of these plans that you have, that you've broken down into tiny bits in a day, how you're going to approach it. I'll drink water. I'll drink a glass of water every 1 hour. Every 1 hour it reminds you to drink water. I'm going to be losing 1 pound every week, right? And then in 6 weeks, I should have lost like 10 pounds. This is more realistic. You have broken them down into tiny bits. That way, even when maybe at the end of the week you have not lost the 1 pound you have planned, but you have a goal, you have a plan, you're going somewhere, it is realistic, it is measurable, it is time bound. Another example that I want to give for people in school is like, for example, you just started your first year in school and your target is to graduate with at least distinction, or you want to have a first class, right? It will be very, very unrealistic for you to just write something like, at the end of my fourth year, or at the end of my second year, if you're doing your master's, I'm going to be graduating with distinction. Instead, do it this way. I will graduate with distinction. Yeah, that is what the target is, right? Which is possible. Every week or every day, I'm going to be spending 2 hours studying in the library without distractions. I will turn my phone off, because let me tell you something about goals. You have to be disciplined in order to be able to achieve your goals. Even if you set a goal and you make it smart, but you do not discipline yourself enough, you're still not going to be able to accomplish it. Like when I talked about losing weight, imagine you set that goal the way I just explained it right now, but you're still consuming a lot of calories, but you're exercising as you ought to, right? You're still exercising 4 times every week. You're still checking your weight. You're not losing weight. Why? Because you're still eating. As you're losing the weight, you're consuming back a lot of calories, right? So if you are setting a target to graduate with a distinction, then you have to, highlight, every week I'll study 2 hours in the library or your study room, however you want to do it. And I'll be taking practice tests every week. I'll be taking 2 practice tests every week, and I'll be hitting 85% every week. As long as you have your syllabus already, you know what the syllabus for your courses are. Make sure that you are a step ahead of your or of your lecturer or whatever. You studying like a step ahead, and you're not easily distracted. Like, you have to be really disciplined. If you're doing like 9 courses, for example, you have to study every day. You're studying your maths, you're studying your English, you're studying at least 3 of these courses. You must study them. Give them enough time and attention in a week. Take some practice tests. Do this every week. You keep no, doing that as the week goes by. There is no how at the end of the semester that you're not going to hit a target, because if you're planning to graduate with a distinction, you cannot go less than 85%, right? You cannot go less than that. You have to make sure that at the beginning you are already taking the right steps and doing the right thing, so that at the end of the day you're not disappointed that you were unable to accomplish your goals. You can't be here and there, at the club there today, at the club tomorrow. Even if you want to reward yourself, like there is time for you to reward yourself. If, for example, you set your mind to study every week, you're going to be 3 times at the library studying, taking practice tests. If you're able to accomplish all of this in the week that you have planned to do, you take your practice test and you're able to hit at least 90%, 100%, reward yourself, celebrate yourself. There is something you enjoy, there's something you love to do. It could be as tiny as, I enjoy eating jollof rice. Buy yourself a plate of jollof rice, eat it, and be happy, right? This is how to celebrate yourself. You want to start a business. It is possible for you to start a business. You set a goal and say, in the year 2025, I'm going to become a millionaire. Is that even smart at all? It's not smart. I'm not saying you're not a smart person. I'm saying the goal that you set, is this smart? Do you want to become a millionaire? Yeah, it is possible for you to become a millionaire. But the way you set that goal, how are you going to accomplish it? What are you going to do to become a millionaire? What is your goal? How are you going to accomplish it? So, for example, I want to become a millionaire in 2026. What do you want to do to become a millionaire? Is it by surfing the social media, Facebook, Instagram, you are there checking this, checking that? No. You have to have a goal. So it could be like, in the year 2026, I'm going to become an entrepreneur. I'm starting my own small business. It's small though. You could be like, you want to start a content creation. You tell yourself, what is that thing I enjoy doing? What is that thing I want to do? What is going to be my niche? You identify what you want to do. Where do you want to be making your posts, on Instagram, on Facebook? How are you going to, who are your target audience? And how many followership should you be getting in a week? You write it down, break it down into tiny bits. Every week, I'm going to make at least 2 videos. I'll post at least 2 videos. I'm going to